Sports Recap. I'm Eli.
And I'm Kellen.
Let's get into some sports. So again, this episode's going to be college football and NFL. Just waiting until after the break, and then we'll probably get into some spring sports. But this week for college football, there's a lot of rivalry games this weekend.
Yeah.
Like Georgia Tech and Georgia. That's obviously Georgia is winning that one.
Yeah, Georgia all the way.
And then Michigan, Ohio State.
Yeah,
one
man.
of the biggest ones known in
That's
college football.
Yeah, that's one of the biggest rivalries in college football. It's always a heated matchup. Always some punches thrown in the locker rooms and everything. And so I think it's at Ohio State this year. I mean,
Yes.
Either way, I think Ohio State's winning.
Well, on ESPN it says Ohio State's expected to win by 21 points.
Okay, sounds reasonable.
And
but
Michigan's not even ranked either.
Yeah,
Too.
I mean,
Having
although it is
good
a
season.
rivalry matchup, and in rivalry matchups, you never really know what's going to happen.
Mm-hmm. Another one is Notre Dame USC.
I feel like that one isn't as well known, is just because USC and Notre Dame aren't in the same conference. Notre Dame isn't even in the conference.
Yeah.
But for whatever reason, they still have a big rivalry. I'm going Notre Dame on that one.
Yeah, Notre Dame's ranked number 6, 10-1. USC's not ranked at all, so.
They're like 6-5.
Yeah, Notre Dame's expected to win by a touchdown, they're saying.
Wow, okay.
But it's at USC.
Okay, it's at USC. Okay, that's a little bit different. Probably not going to be a lot of Notre Dame fans there, so
No.
I still got Notre Dame.
Another big one is Auburn, Alabama.
Yeah, that one's always a big rivalry matchup. You know what happened last year with the last touchdown to win the game from like 4th and 30. Jalen Milroe connected with his receiver in the back of the end zone on a Hail Mary shot, and in rivalry games, that's just kind of what happens.
Yeah, Alabama's expected to win by, on ESPN it says 11 points, so.
And I mean the way
And it's
Alabama,
at Alabama.
the way Alabama's been playing this year, man, I don't know.
It's iffy, because they beat Georgia, and we're like, oh, Alabama is going to be number 1 and Oregon's number 2. But Alabama is messed up against some teams that they could have won.
Vanderbilt,
But,
you know.
another big one this week is Arizona State, Arizona.
Ooh, I'm
At
going.
Arizona.
I'm going Arizona State. I like Sam Leavitt, and their running back's really good.
Uh-huh.
Sam Leavitt's actually from Westland, so I think that's kind of cool. But I got Arizona State.
I think I might take the underdog here and go Arizona, because it's at Arizona. I know a few people that go to that school, but ASU is expected to win by 9 points. So.
Yeah.
Another big one coming up is Washington, Oregon.
Yes, sir. It's in Eugene. Oregon hasn't beaten Washington in the last 3 matchups. Last year they lost to Washington twice, once in the Pac-12 championship game, one in the regular season, and then they lost to Washington the year before.
Oregon set up to win.
Washington's a completely different team this year. All their good players left. Dan Lanning has never beaten Washington at his time at Oregon. I'm going Oregon by like 40.
By 40. Wow.
Oh, yeah.
ESPN says by 20 points.
I'm going 40. I'm going to say it's
points. Wow.
It's going to be 49-10.
49-10, that's your prediction.
Yep.
Man, I don't know. We'll see. And then, I don't know, another one, I guess, Texas and Texas A&M.
Texas. Well, I mean, that game
It's
could
at
be.
Texas A&M.
Okay. Texas A&M just got off a huge win at Auburn in quadruple overtime. I would love to see Texas A&M win, because that means that's another SEC team losing. I think that's another 2-loss SEC team. So
Texas is only expected to win by 6 points.
That's gonna be a close game. I wouldn't be surprised if that goes down to the wire in the fourth quarter.
Will be a good game at Texas A&M. And yeah, I feel like it's gonna be a good game. What about NFL? Last Thursday night football?
Man,
Not what
snow
I
game.
expected.
Man, you gotta love James Winston though. I mean, he's a character.
Yes.
He is a character. That game was weird.
Mhm.
I mean, I watched like the little bit of the first quarter, and then I didn't
You go
watch
and
it.
get like a snack or something, and come back, and
It's just all
fields all
fields.
filled
Yeah.
with snow. It's like what the heck?
I mean, the Steelers just couldn't do anything in the snow.
Yeah, but I mean, Steelers came back a little bit, and all they had to do was have their defense not make the Browns score a touchdown, but didn't go their way. Browns scored a touchdown.
Yeah.
The Steelers don't have enough time, so it is what it is. And what about that Cowboys Commanders game? That fourth
Man.
quarter was crazy.
I was watching NFL Game Day Live where it, jumps back and updates you on different NFL games, and I mean, that game was crazy. I mean, it was 13-9 with 5 seconds left, or not 5 minutes left in the fourth quarter, and by the end of the third quarter, it was 34-26.
Yeah.
So,
Crazy game. I was expecting Cowboys to lose that game.
Yeah, I was too.
Because it was at the Commanders Stadium. So, another close game in the NFL was Chiefs-Panthers.
Chiefs-Panthers, yeah. I watched the final drive of that game, staying updated with it throughout the second half, but man, that one Mahomes run where, crossing midfield, and then there's 3 Panthers right by Mahomes, and he just runs right through him, and no one even attempted to make a tackle on him.
I hate Mahomes.
It's like, maybe the NFL is scripted.
Maybe. I don't know. As long as, what? If the Chiefs win the Super Bowl, would that be 3-peat or 4?
3, I think.
3-peat? Yeah, I don't want that to happen at all.
Maybe it's 4.
And I just don't want the Chiefs win another Super Bowl. I want Patrick Mahomes to not win another one at all ever again.
Mhm.
I don't like him. He's kind of cocky, little brat. I'm not a big fan of him.
Yeah, I mean, like 2 years ago and like a little bit last year, I liked watching Mahomes, and I still do, but
Yeah, don't get me wrong. He's
Yeah.
a phenomenal football player, but I don't like his attitude. That's it. A close game, a win in overtime. Vikings versus
Bears, yeah, that was a really good game. Caleb Williams just carrying the team on his back. I think the Bears scored like 2 touchdowns in like the last 5 minutes of the game or something like that, and Caleb Williams, man, he played really well. Yeah, still lost, but
Yeah,
it
but
is what it is.
Bears lost.
I
Not surprised. They're not.
My Seahawks got another win. There we go, 6-5, top of the NFC West.
And then they play Aaron Rodgers and the Jets this coming.
Oh yeah, get ready for
Which should be
another
pretty easy.
Seahawks win, moving to 7-5.
Yeah.
Last night on Monday Night Football, Chargers versus Ravens.
I did not.
I
get to
said
watch that game.
before that game, I said Jay Harbaugh was winning, and Jay Harbaugh won. So
Really?
there we go.
Chargers won. Ravens won.
Well, cause I know, but like Jim Harbaugh, John Harbaugh, Jay Harbaugh,
All right. Whatever. Let's see. This week, not a whole lot of games.
What about
Good
some
games.
Thanksgiving games?
Thanksgiving games?
I think we
Let
got
me
2 or
see.
3 maybe.
Thanksgiving's Thursday. So on Thanksgiving we have Bears versus Lions.
Oh,
At the Lions.
I'm going Lions all the way.
Yeah.
I mean,
Easy win for the Lions.
I'm thinking that game's gonna be what, like another 40
Detroit's expected to
something.
only win by 10 though,
That's
which is, I feel like, is underestimating how the Lions can play.
Oh yeah, I mean the Lions are a Super Bowl contending team. I mean I think they're gonna win the Super Bowl.
I think they're gonna, yeah, easy.
Yeah.
Another game is Giants Cowboys.
Oh boy, that game might be a really good game. The game of the really bad teams.
Yes.
Both teams really
It's in
going.
Dallas though.
Both teams really just going through it right now.
Yeah.
I mean, wow.
Both teams aren't great.
I mean, you would think Dallas would win and that they're a better team, but like when you think about it, no Dak Prescott. They're stuck with Cooper Rush.
Yeah.
Can't get
Dallas
anything
only is
going.
expected to win by 4 points.
Doesn't surprise me. I'm still going
I
with.
feel like it's gonna be a close game.
I'm going with the Cowboys on this one. It's at home. It's on Thanksgiving. I think they've handled the Giants pretty well for the last probably 5 years or so, maybe even more. I'm going Cowboys.
And then last game after your belly's full from Thanksgiving, we have Dolphins Packers.
That game's gonna be a great game.
Yeah, it's at
That game's gonna
Green
be a
Bay.
good game.
I feel like good game as long as it doesn't snow.
If
Over there in
if
Wisconsin,
if
I
it does
think Dolphins will win.
if it does snow, I'm going Green Bay all the
Yeah,
way.
If it snows, Green Bay. If it doesn't snow,
I'm going
Dolphins.
I'm still going Green Bay. I think it's gonna
Really?
be.
Wow.
Oh yeah,
Green
I
Bay's
think.
only expected to win by a field goal.
Wow.
too.
Okay.
So
Yeah, I mean, I love the way Jordan Love's playing. Josh Jacobs just came off a big game, so
mhm.
I'm going. I don't know, but Tua is also on fire. You know, averaging like
Yeah,
3-4
his
touchdowns a
comeback
game
is
after
big.
his injury. So, man, that game's gonna be really good.
Yeah, and I think that's all the time we got. You got anything?
No, that's it.
All right. Everything.